Alrighty, party people. Glad to see that you're returning to learn more about Scott. Last video, you learned how to bid by looking at your jacks and majority suit. In this video, we're going to learn the actual steps of playing around with Scott. It's really not that bad, so excited to teach you it. Like I said, 32 cards. You can see all of them face down in this screen. The lowest cards are 7s, 8s, and 9s. 7 is the lowest, 9 is the highest from those three, but they're all worth 0 points. The next lowest in each suit are queens and kings. Queens have a D because in German it means Dame, and in English that translates to lady or queen. Those are worth 3 points, and K's, kings, they're worth 4 points. König in German. After that, you have aces and tens. Tens are 10 points, and aces are ace high. They're worth 11 points. And then there are 4 more cards, and those are the jacks. Those are only worth 2 points, but I'd like to make a distinction. In Scott, there are only 7 cards per suit. It's the 7, 8, 9, queen, king, 10, ace. The jacks are always trump cards. They're always trump cards. And what trump cards are is whoever picks up the Scott, they're going to make their majority suit the trump suit, basically. And I'll explain a little later what the trump suit actually does. But basically, there are 11 trump cards in a round of Scott. There are the 7 in the suit, and then the 4 jacks. And the jacks are the highest in Scott. So it'd be jack of clubs, jack of spades, jack of hearts, jack of diamonds, and then the ace of the suit you choose as the trump, and then the 10, and then the king, the queen, and then the 9, 8, 7. When you add all of these cards together with all their points, so 4 times 2 plus 4 times 11 plus 4 times 10, so on and so on, you get 120. And to win Scott, the solo player needs 61 points out of the 120. They need a majority to win. The opponents, the two playing together, they only need 60 to win. If they tie you, then they make you lose, basically. But we'll get to that later. Basically, 120, 61 to win. Now that you know the value of cards and the ranking of cards, let me show you a live demonstration of Scott. So this is the finale from last year for Scott Masters. There's 4 people at this table because this lady, she's like she's dealing each time for them because it's a tournament, it's the finale, they're all fancy. But typically, you just have 3 people playing. And how it works is you have a person who deals cards. To the left of them is the person who's going to listen to the first bid. And to the left of that person is the person who's going to say the first bid. So you would say giver, listener, sayer. You would go clockwise, basically. So in this case, Tobias would have been the dealer. Frank is the listener, and Jens is going to start the first bid. The first bid, if you do want to bid, you always start at 18 because that's the minimum bid in Scott. You know, with or without 1, play 2. Diamond slowest suit, 2 times 9, 18. So Jens can either start at 18 or pass. And he's going to bid that to Frank. Frank can either accept, he can say, yeah, I have 18, like I'm going to, get in the bidding war with you, or I pass, depending on the cards. In this case, Jens has a bid of 18 because he's without 1, he has the spade jack, and his majority is diamonds. In Frank's case, he's without 2 because he doesn't have the top 2 jacks, and he has 4 hearts. So his bid is going to be without 2, play 3, hearts are worth 10, so 3 times 10 is 30, which is why his bid is can be up to 30. And Tobias, he's with 1, he has the top jack, so with 1 play 2, and his majority suit is spades, so his bid would be 22. Now what happens is they get in the bidding war, and eventually Jens and Tobias pass, as you can see by the X. And Frank bid up to 20, and he picks up the 2 cards in the Scott, as you can see he's holding them now. And he picked up the ace of clubs and the queen of clubs. Those are the 2 cards here by themselves. So he picks those up, and then it's his job to discard 2. You can only play with 10 cards in your hand, so he's going to put down 2 cards. And then he's going to declare a trump suit. Typically, he picked up 2 more clubs. He's probably going to put away the spade and the diamond because it's the only ones in the suit he has. So he's just going to get rid of them. And the reason for that is because of some rules in Scott I'd like to teach you. The most important things you need to know is that you always have to follow suit, and the highest card in the trick. What a trick is, everyone plays one card at a time. When you have those three cards in the pile in the middle, that's one trick. And so whoever plays the highest card in the trick takes it for either, if you're the sole player, you take it for yourself, or if you're on the team and you take it for your team, um, for like your bank account, if that makes sense. And if you cannot follow suit, like if someone plays a club and you don't have a club, you could either trump it with the trump suit, or you can throw something away, like a low card from another suit, or you can sweeten it. If you are, assuming you're not the sole player, if your teammate is taking the trick for you guys, you can sweeten it for your bank account by throwing in like a 10 or something like that. Those are the most fundamental rules of Scott: following suit and highest card takes. Um, the highest card is either the highest card in that suit or like a trump card. Um, I think this will make more sense by watching a live like round and just seeing how the cards work out. So that is something we will do now. This is from 2015, so getting a little bit nostalgic, I guess. But in this case, we have Frank, Daniel, and Andre. So we can quickly calculate the bids if we want. Um, Frank is with one, play two, times diamonds, 18. Daniel has three jacks, but he's not having the first one, so he's without one. Without one, play two, and technically he has a lot of spades. He has three of them, so his bid would be 22. And then Andre is without four. He has no jacks. Without four, play five, and he has an equal amount of clubs and hearts. So his bid would be either 60 or 50. Now, the thing is, even though Andre, with these cards, has the highest bidding value technically, that doesn't mean he has to bid up to that number. He could just pass, because realistically, he only has three max in one suit and he has no jacks. So, logistically speaking, that's a hard win, a hard hand to win. So, let's just watch this play out. Um, I think how it works is Daniel starts. Daniel was the giver, so Andre was going to listen, and Frank started bidding. Frank, I'm pretty sure he immediately bids 18, and they both pass. So he's going to pick up the ace of spades and the eight of spades, and that's Scott. So Frank just picked it up. Now he's looking at his hand. He's going to have to discard two, and the two he discards is going to go to his bank account. And you can see his bank account. The right now it's at zero, but he's going to be the red team, and Daniel Andre are going to be the gray team against him. So he puts away a 10 and a 9 of clubs. So he has 10 points in his account. And the strategic part of this is if Daniel, who's actually looking at us, which is a little bit weird, if Daniel plays a club, like let's say the queen or something, and Andre plays the ace, that's 14 points there. Instead of Frank having to play the 9 of clubs, because he has to follow suit, he could just play any diamond, and it's going to trump those points and goes to his bank account. And that's the most like essential idea of Scott, is trumping it. Let's just watch this out. Let's just watch this play out, though. So person left, the dealer, always comes out. They play the first card of the round. Who will play the next card for the next trick first is decided by who plays the highest card in this trick. That sounds familiar. Let's just watch it play out. So Andre plays the eight of hearts. Frank plays the ace of hearts. He has to follow suit, and Daniel plays the heart. He has to follow suit. Frank took it with an ace, which was the highest card out of those three. So went to his account. Now he's at 21. Remember, he needs 61 to win. And now he chooses which card to play first in this second trick. That was the first trick. Now we're on the second trick. Strategically speaking, you want to pull their trumps. So Frank's going to play a diamond, which is a trump card. And Daniel has to play a trump card. Diamond is trump. So he either has to play a diamond or a jack. He has no diamonds, but he does have three jacks, so he has to play one of them. And Andre is going to play the 10, because he wants to take points for his team. So Daniel played the highest card out of those three, because the jacks are highest than anything else. So he chooses to play a heart. Andre has to play a heart, because he has to follow suit. So let's see who's going to play. Very suspenseful. He's going to play the 10, and Frank has a heart, so he has to give that. He has to give the king. So now Daniel Andre at 29. Getting close to 60, halfway there. Andre has a heart. Now, Frank doesn't have any hearts, so he can either throw something away or trump it. He's throwing something away. And what is Daniel going to do? He's going to sweeten it with the king of clubs because that's the best card he can give. He doesn't have any tens or aces, so I guess he's going to get 4 points home, giving that king. Um, and Andre is going to play the next card too because neither of them followed suit, so they didn't play a higher card than him, so it stays with him. He's thinking about it. Frank is I actually can't read Frank. Frank's pretty unreadable. Andre plays the ace of clubs. Frank doesn't have any clubs, so he can either trump it. Well, I would hope he trumps it. He's taking with a queen of diamonds, so that's a trump card. And Daniel has played club because he has one. He has follow suit. So those points went to Frank. Frank took it, so he chooses which card to play next. He plays the trump card. So Daniel's played trump card, and Andre's played trump card. Daniel played a jack. Andre just played a diamond, and now Daniel is playing. This is a little. These are pros, so I wouldn't recommend this. Um, but basically, Daniel played a jack, which is a trump card. Andre's thinking, oh, if you played that jack, that's the second. The spade jack is the second highest card in the game. So Andre plays this 10 to sweeten it, thinking Daniel has both the highest jacks, but that's not true. We know that Frank has it. So he just took 14 points because it was a jack worth 2, Andre's 10 worth 10, and Daniel's jack worth 2. 10 plus 2 plus 2, 14. So now Frank is at 52, and he took it because he played the highest jack. So what is he going to come out with next? He plays an ace of spades. Daniel and Andre both had to play a spade. Now we see Frank's already at 67, so he's won this game by now. But he's going to take the rest of the cards home. Neither of them could follow suit. Yes, a queen is more than a 7, but it's a queen in a different suit. You can only be a higher card if you're in the same suit or if you're like trumping it. But neither of that happened. So all the points went to Frank. He got 81 of them out of 120. And they do kind of a different scoring technique. But in principle, what happened is that if we go back to the original hand, what happened is that Frank won. So we would ask him, what'd you have? He would say, I was with 1, played 2, and I played diamonds. So we would give 18 to his bank account. And that's basically it. Let's see. So that's a round of Scott. That's all you need to know. And I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.